Hi, welcome to IT Route. My name is Zahid. Today I'm going to discuss few things about IT job. So there are 7 steps to get an IT job. In order to get any IT job, first thing, your skill need to be up to date. And for that, training and certification course, they are very important. In order to build skills, you need to have a proper training and also certification course, very important. If you apply for any jobs, they're looking for mostly certification course because certification course, they have the latest technology. So they have all the curriculums related with current job roles in the market. So that's why certification course is very important, not only just to get a job but also to build your skills is very important. And once you build your skill, then second thing is experience. Work experience is very important. If you'd like to apply for any jobs, they will ask for experience because they want to make sure that the job role they have and the people they're going to hire, make sure like um, they can they can fulfill the demand for the company. So that's why work experience is very important. If there's no work experience, then those company they need to invest a bit more with the worker. That's why it's very important to have a work experience. Any job you apply, so work experience is very important. Many different way work experience can be covered, like joining part of the internship programs, voluntary work in some company, even like if you have a customer service experience or some certain technology you worked with, so all this work experience will be important. Also particular domain, let's say you worked in a like telecommunication industry, or like maybe you worked in hospital industry, so particular domain knowledge is also important. That's why and IT work experience is definitely important, but any other experience will be also important. And after that, soft skill building. So any job you applying for, you need to communicate. So initial communications happen by having phone calls or maybe receive an email with that, but you need to communicate with them properly. The job role you're applying for, you must have to have a proper knowledge about that, and they definitely verify like how you responding to their calls. So they are very important. So communications is very important. Let's say what knowledge you have, what skills you have, what experience you have, you need to communicate that one properly. um, if you if you want to apply for that particular job, is basically at the end you need to actually convince the hirer. So in this way, like you'll be able to win that particular interview. Then number four, resume and cover letter. So resume is very important. So any job you applying for, resume is the first impression. So before you receive any call, they will check your resume. So if your resume is correct, if your resume is reflecting what they are actually looking for, so definitely you'll get some calls from there. So resume is very important, because if your resume is good, you'll have a higher chance to get a call. If your resume is not that relevant to their job role, you may not receive any calls. So resume is very important. So that's the first steps to have a contact with job provider. And cover letter also important, because cover letter over there, you're explaining that how you are actually relevant to that particular job, how you will be fit for job, and what you can do for them. So those kind of things you can mention in the cover letter. So resume and cover letter are actually very important, and that should reflect your all technical skills, soft skills, work experience, everything. After that, once you have proper skills, and then your communications, interview preparations, everything is up to date, and you have related experience with all these steps, then you're going to apply for jobs. And you can apply for all kind of jobs related with you. For example, IT support, service desk analyst, IT engineers, right? Level 1, level 2, IT support. All of these roles you can pretty much apply. So once you apply, then after that you should follow up and see what's going on, which job you applied, when did you apply, what was the role over there. All these things, they are very important. And once you start to apply for jobs, then you need to be a bit patient, because you may receive calls within a week or a couple of weeks, or it may take sometimes 2 to 4 weeks to receive calls from the job provider. Once you receive the calls from the job provider, then you need to perform in the interview. So that's very important. So how you deal with the interviewer, and so how you impress them. So that kind of things is very important. So once you are able to convince them in the interview with your skills, with your expertise, with your communications. Maybe some people, you see, like maybe they have a bit less experience, less skills, but they communicate better. So if your communication is skill great, with that definitely you'll be able to crack the interview. And if you crack the interview, then after that, definitely you'll have a chance to get a job. So initially you should accept any kind of job. This is for the like, let's say, like beginner level. Like if you're like just starting your IT career, so you should accept any kind of role. And after that, you'll have more options. At first, you need to gain some experience working over there. It could be, daytime, nighttime, weekend, or 24/7 environment, whatever it is. At first, you should get that job, first one, and then once you gain some experience, then after that you'll be able to apply for other related jobs. So all these things, actually, you can build. It's not impossible to get a job. It's not easy to get a job, I would say, but rather, like, you need to prepare yourself in a way that you'll be qualified for that job, right? There are in the market, thousands of students, they are graduating from universities. So we have hundreds of universities, thousands of people graduating. But we have, like, many companies, but you need to be qualified. And qualified, you need to be skilled, you need to know some techniques. So pretty much once you have all these steps with that, you can apply for jobs. And if you apply for that jobs, definitely you should be able to get some experience. And usually, based on my experience, I can tell, like, if you go for 4 or 5 interviews, like full interviews, then definitely you should be able to get a one job. But even if you don't get a job, but you once you applied for a job, and if you don't get a job, so you can find the reason why you're not getting that jobs. And with this process, many factors related. So how soon you're going to get a job, how fast you can get a job. So that depends on many factors. The time you are applying, the is basically the timing. Maybe job provider, they looking for stuff badly, and that time you applied, so you'll have a higher chance to get a job. But on the other hand, another person maybe applied, but that time maybe there are many conditions, many things going on in the market. So maybe the process may get bit delayed. So all these things can happen. They are all part of the job application process. But your task, your part will be get a good preparations, build your skill, and with that apply for jobs, and definitely you can get a job. And as part of the IT route, we are working around these areas for quite a long time. More than 15 years we are working around this field. So there are many people get a job around that areas. So we know basically what skills you required and how to build that, and also how to organize the resume, and also, like, boost up your communication skills. So all these things, they are important, and around that areas, like, basically we are working. So definitely, if you'd like to get a job, we can provide you like more informations. So please get in touch with us, and see how we can help you. Thank you.